Successfully applied a gradient to my front rectangle that I am going to use to make things transparent. Hopefully this particular video will be music free. I have checked off the transparency window on my workspace, and it went over to my other monitor, so I had to go find it. Hashtag teach probs, that's my gradient window. This is my color one. If I uncheck it, maybe it will come back off. Oh, I hid it. Yeah, that's nice. There we go. So my transparency looks like a little bit like this. There's lots of different blending modes. The blending modes you're going to choose, my friends, is multiply. And what that's going to do is anything that's black, it's going to hide. Anything that was white, it's going to show. So what I can do now that I've made this, if I want to make these trail off more into the distance, I'm going to grab the slider on my gradient and pull it this way. And that looks kind of cool. Still not thrilled with the stroke around there, but we'll get there. We will get there. We will overcome. And if I want more of a blend between the black and the white, I can do that too. That's what that middle diamond is for. All right, let's add some text. So I kind of want to make it look like January is cut out of this. I knew how to, I guess there's not actually a path there. Cool. If I knew how to get rid of that, I would. But we're going to come in here. I'm going to pick a different font for January. Too many palettes open. You can drag and drop your palettes into your workspace, guys, or at least you should be able to. There we go. See that blue box that pops up? I can put that there, but I don't need that there permanently. So we're going to drag that back out. Also don't need my swatches permanently. Also don't need my transparency permanently. Anything that you use a lot like Pathfinder or layers, it's good to put it over there. Anyway, ADHD moment. Let's go back to type and character and choose a cool font. I think I want something related to Baloo, but not quite Baloo. Remember, we were using Baloo regular. We're not going to be basic and use Arial. Let me see. Something rounded but kind of cool. What about Modak? Let's see what Modak looks like. And look, I need to change my fill state. Right now it's in gradient, so I want to make sure that's just black because I don't want my text to be gradient. That would be a little too confusing. January went by really fast. I'm going to change the size. That looks like a little bit too much like graffiti, so we're going to change it. And I can also change the size by dragging and transforming. I love the phosphate font, but it's not a good fit for this project. Oh, that's fun. Sister Spray. The only thing about choosing a font, guys, you want to make sure you pick something that's very readable. This font, whoa, that I've downloaded is a graffiti font. It's really cool looking, but it's not that easy to read. So let's go with, maybe we'll stay in the Baloo family. No, I want to be different. Let's see. Forgive me for my indecision. Impact is the font you see on memes quite a bit. You might have to download whatever font I choose from dafont.com, so pay close attention to the name. Ow, cute! Ow, cute! That looks like a good one, actually. So you will need to, I know for a fact, you will need to download Owl Cute from dafont.com. If you need help with that, let me know. And this is already looking real nice. If I want to preserve the proportions, I'm going to hold Shift as I drag. And I just remembered I need to add the date, so we're going to make that smaller. And if I want to adjust the scale of my letters so they go all the way out to the box, but I don't want to take up all of this room, what I need to do is I need to come over into some of the typography settings. This is the horizontal scale, and this one is the vertical scale. That's the one I want to change, so I'm going to pump up the volume, stretch, real tall, readjust, stretch it some more. Yeah. And I want it to kind of look like it's bleeding off. I can also adjust other parts that I'm going to show you. That's better. And I'm going to select just the one letter and change the baseline. The baseline shift is how high up a letter goes or how far down it goes. And we're going to bump that Y down, so -12. Would help if I understood negative numbers. We're going to vertically scale the Y too, so it hits with the J. Yeah, boy. Now it's going to look like it's bleeding off. Cool, 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 cool. All right, let's do the same thing to the J. Can shift it just a little bit. We still want to see that curve, though. Let me take a look at that. Oh, that's cool. I'm into it. I'm into it. Looks a little different than Pittman, but this is Basham style. Make sure I spelled January right. And I'm actually going to come over and add the year, which, thank the good Lord, is 2021. We are out of 2020. And I'm going to make that white, because obviously I cannot see that. Cool. That seems a little bit too white. I guess it matches with my weekend. And there is my calendar. So the object of this formative is to get as close to this as possible. You want to use the same patterns, you want to use the same fonts I did, and the same techniques. This is preparing you to strike out on your own and do it your way, not my way. But first you got to do it my way. And just a quick friendly reminder, when I am ready to save this, first I'm going to save my working file. And then I'm going to go export, because I like my teacher and I'm not going to force her to open AI files in Google Drive. I'm going to export as a JPEG or PNG is just fine, my friends. Let's take that to the desktop. Fun fact, I'm going to show you what to do if it does this, which it might. So I've saved that to my desktop. I'm going to show it in preview real quick. So now I've got this weirdo shindig happening. I'm not sure yet why this happens, but I can show you how to fix it. You're just going to select your calendar. You're going to go to Tools and Preview. You're going to crop that. Yay! All done.